Hello everyone, what we have here is a 1971 Buick GSX. Yes, one of the original 124 ever built in 71. This car was found, it was not listed in the registry. I just listed it in the registry, so it is a found car. It is all original with a sad exception for the block. Yes, the block was damaged back in the mid-70s from someone getting on it and hot rodding, and of course the block was irreparable, I should say, back then. Now this car from records has 3 owners. You can trace it back to the original owner. This car was purchased in Key. The name of the dealership was Key Buick Opel in Jacksonville, Florida. Now that dealership is still currently open. Now it is Key Motors, if I'm not mistaken. Buick and I can't remember the other one. They're not Opel dealership anymore, obviously. What we have here, walk around, you can see this is still the original paint. Original condition of the car. Here are the original stripes, and yes, they were painted on from the factory. They were never decals. Original spoiler, if I get down here. Now this was painted over, of course, some time ago, but you can still see the GSX decal here underneath the paint. Has been off the road since 1985. It's always been a southern car. It was in Florida and Alabama, and that was it until it was brought here to Pennsylvania. I had plans of restoring it myself, but then plans have changed, so now I'm offering it up for sale. To have one of these 124 cars is pretty rare. Now this is a 455 car originally. Turbo 400 transmission. The transmission is still the original transmission, and it's depicted by the VIN number. The code on the side of the plate in the transmission is a BS. So unfortunately is not a stage 1, I should say. That would have been an extra little bonus, as it was a stage 1 car, but this one is not. But still a rare car nonetheless, as being an original 455 car. Now the correct color of this car, code color I should say, it's 6262, which is Bittersweet Mist, which this is one of 2 cars known available. The other Bittersweet Mist car in 71 GSX is only a 350 turbo car. So this is the only Bittersweet Mist GSX painted in Bittersweet Mist. Now as we look on the inside, it's nice that this car was a southern car of its life. There's hardly any rust anywhere. Doors are solid, door jambs. A little something going on right here. I know it was in one small, it's more like a fender bender than an accident. The original owner had told me, which I did talk to, said he was only 18 when he got this car. His father co-signed for him. He only had it not that long because he got married when he was 18. So he got a little too close to a pole and creased the door a little bit. So this might have been some of that going on right there. And it just wasn't fixed properly. I think he did take it back to the dealership, but they didn't fix it the greatest. Other than that, though, you can look in the door jambs. I have probably about 60 pictures of this car. Now, when I got the car, the flooring was in, the carpet, it was ripped up pretty bad. So I pulled all that out, the sound deadener, everything, to show you that the floors are pretty much rock solid. And look in there really good, and you can see now the seats are pretty chewed up. The miles on the car is 110,259. Back as well, very solid. And the other reason why I pulled them out to look for the build sheet. The top, the tank was actually dropped down, the gas tank. You see the build sheet was there. It was not. Now this car was built very, very early in 71, and I'll show you why. And I have proof of that as well. Very solid door jambs. Solid. You come back in here, you can see the original tack welds right here from the factory. Quarters, solid as a rock. There's the original emblem. Now the GSX emblems were just emblems that were sticky on, but the stripes was actually painted on. And you can see very faintly there's a small red stripe on the outside and then the stripe here. The blackout hood is still present. There's the factory tack on the hood as well. And this is proven to be a true GSX car. I have the original paperwork for when the car was bought, the original binder. I don't have the sales agreement, which is sorry to say, but I do have the original protector plate, which denounces that the car is a true 455 car. It is a Buick GSX, and the paint code as well, and the transmission is also listed on there as being a BS Turbo 400, and the paint code is 62 Bittersweet Mist. So this is exactly the way you see the car. Nothing has been altered on this car ever, except for the sad misfortune for the block. Original rear end still on it, of course. It is a true posi rear. And I have to look on my records because this is also a factory AC car as well. So I have to look in to see exactly what the gear ratio was, being a non-stage 1 455 car with posi with air. I know it's 3 something, I think 342. I have to double check that, but it is all original. Now, dash, crack free. Very nice. Dash is really good yet. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call here.